Hey guys, welcome to 909 Oakland. So we guess we're in a wee bowling stage right now, getting after it. So that was just a terrible bowl. So this is our living room. So that's Owen, Ben, Austin, Andrew, and Zach's just putting on the pose for the bowling at the moment. This is how you get a strike technique.
Nope.
We had an incident happen, I think it was around like probably before summer, where a boy didn't flush the toilets downstairs in the basement. And we put on an investigation. We had interesting discussion and debate on who it was. Yeah, so like, Dookie Gake's ongoing, but hopefully we'll, be able to catch the culprit. All right, so I'll take you guys through the kitchen. Pretty big kitchen for 8 guys. We kind of have a little rally going on here of how many breads have been toasted in this toaster. It takes about half an hour to get something toasted, so we usually see who's going to be willing to wait for that long. We clean our dishes apparently, which is cool. But it's a pretty big kitchen area. We got the shelves, you can kind of see what the boys are eating. A lot of people eat a lot of peanut butter here, I noticed. This is my shelf. There's nothing on it at the moment, but I got some Vegemite and some Tim Tams back here. Okay, so Vegemite is a salty kind of yeast substance. You spread it on toast. You can spread it on other stuff as well, but I mostly use toast. And it's like me, I'm a fan of peanut butter, but I love Vegemite. And people don't like it here. Yeah, they really don't. Morgan and I use a lot of it, but it doesn't look very appealing. So, I mean, like, to be honest, my parents bring it to me. You can get it here, but it's kind of hard to get, and I'm a bit more favorable to getting it back home. But this is liquid gold for me. I mean, the fridge is pretty chock-a-block full of stuff, very congested. We have a lot of condiments. I don't think we use them all, but that's just the way it goes. And then the freezer's worse. Like, we have so much stuff in the freezer. This house was built in, just a bit of history for you, low 19s, but this has been a track house. We've had we've had Chris Solinsky live here.
This letter right here.
We keep getting mail.
To the house.
Yeah.
We haven't given it to him yet.
And that was recent, so yeah, he must have not changed his address.
So Chris, if you're watching this, if you need your
you gotta come pick up your
company letter,
yeah,
we've got it.
So like my mom got this Vegemite stencil thing, so boys have been playing with that. We'd been trying to get a pet kangaroo coming over here, but the quarantine and the situation with that's been kind of tough. But we're looking to get a pet kangaroo. It'd be pretty fun to have around. Also, make a lot of generic Australian stereotypes. Alright, so we're going to head down to the basement. Now, it's very narrow, so watch your head because a lot of people hit their heads. We did have a list, but so many people hit their heads, we just gave up on the list. So, kind of know what's going on, but basement area. So Austin Rennan and Noah Jacobs live down here pretty much. Like, they've got this really cool setup. The basement, it's pretty nice, pretty cozy, bathrooms in there, which is nice for them. We don't have a bathroom on the main floor, which is kind of annoying, but it's also kind of good because it means that we're doing more exercise by getting off the couch and going to the bathroom. So we have bikes in here. I don't know why, but we have an old photo. I think this is Indoor Champs. We have a lot of Wisconsin old photos we're trying to set up, and we just haven't found good places to find them. But as you know, growing boys need 2 fridges downstairs and 1 upstairs. So we have that, and it's pretty much where boys should be doing their laundry. But as you know, boys will be boys, so sometimes laundry goes out for a couple months, and then all of a sudden there's like 3 loads in like 2 hours. We have Noah's room. So this is the smallest room in the house. It's a pretty nice room, honestly. He's done a pretty good job, but pretty small room. He's a big fan of 80s memorabilia, it looks like, and the Lakers and Stranger Things. But yeah, this is Noah's room. Pretty nice and cozy. Repping the W, love to see it. What else have we got? We got Rendon's room over here. This is our primetime gamer. He's got a pretty good gaming system going on here, as you can see, repping the W as well. But these are probably the two smallest rooms in the basement, and they're pretty fairly new. This is Chris Solinsky's room, so I lived in here last year and have good memories from this room because it's good juju from Chris Solinsky. So we actually do have people that are old Wisconsin people that come in from game days, and they always knock on our doors and say, hey, look, like this might be kind of weird, but like we're a 35-year-old person, but we remember like we used to hang out at this house, or like we used to know guys from the track team, could we come and have a look? And they'd see parts of the house and just be kind of immersed in like, oh, I remember when this happened and this happened. So there's a lot of history in this house, which is really cool. Yeah, we've had boys, Noah Meds come and checked it out, Maverick Darling. So a lot of cool dudes have been through this house. Oh, we got boys, they're already setting up a card game. I think they didn't go well in Wii Bowling. What are we doing?
Playing some Solitaire?
You know.
Oh, so you're just watching Owen play Solitaire?
Yeah, dude.
Or play euchre later.
Oh, that's true, and that's gonna get pretty intense. All right, so I'll take you guys upstairs. Actually, well, I'll take you through, this is Ben's room.
Alright, so pretty simple setup. I got my desk here, my gaming here. Usually my TV gets used more than my desk because I'm not doing much studying, but yeah, it's cozy. This was Joe Hardy's room, so I'm really proud of that fact. Yeah, a lot of
history in that room.
Character in this room.
Yeah.
So yeah. That's a gift from Joe Hardy. He had that poster right there, and he left it for me, so I had to keep it up to live on his memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take you guys upstairs.
Whatever your actually done.
Again, this might be close to your head, but we love nature, and we have two tomato trees and another branch up here. If you guys want, you guys can come up through around here now. So like, this is a little balcony that we kind of chill out in sometimes. These two are Owen's and that one's mine. Owen's, this one's kind of struggling a little bit. We had a couple storms, but it's looking okay. Oh, close that.
We got some height data over here.
Yeah, so boys are really trying to get tall. Owen's just, well, that's kind of high for you, bro. I don't know what.
Wait, do you guys,
okay, yeah, that's fine.
Do you guys know who Logan is? Because I have no clue.
Yeah, that's Morgan.
That's Morgan.
Oh, that's Morgan.
Yeah, so alter ego.
We don't know who Sam and Connor are.
What do you got, Ollie?
I mean, you're about the same, maybe a little bit,
Rats.
but
Maybe
not crazy, bro. Hey, you know what? It'll happen. Yeah, so you gotta come to our little pretty cool picture there. We also have a pretty big section of this toiletries.
Also, somebody once left this water bottle here, so if anybody knows whose it is, come get it. We still got it. If you ever need it.
We had about 20 different teams here, so we're trying to figure out whose water bottle that is. This is our pet, Fluffy Harry. He's kind of escaped his cave a little bit, so we're gonna try and put him back. But yeah, Fluffy Harry, that was Morgan's. He obviously let us.
And that actually Kai's mostly.
Oh, and Kai's too.
Wilmot.
Yeah, but yeah, Morgan kind of let him stay with us, which was pretty cool. So if you go straight into here, this is Owen's room. He really likes desks. He loves desks. He's got a big desk here, a little desk over here. I don't know what that is. That might be a desk, but he's got a nice little setup. He kind of lives like a Tibetan monk because his bed's so small.
Sleep on the ground, you know.
And sleeps on the ground, but this is Owen's little establishment if you want to roll him through what you do here.
Yeah, these are some of my plants. Have to thank my friend Sarah for them. She I'm growing them up for her. It's another plant right there. You know, got this nice table. Found this lamp on the side of the road.
Yeah, we find a lot of stuff on the side of the road and we kind of just take it in and embrace it, you know? So this is, Owen's kind of theme is mountain lions, like really severe theme.
Yeah.
As you can tell, you know, he's all about that aesthetic.
Really inspires me every morning when I wake up.
Yeah, especially from his little Tibetan monk bed. So over here we got Snyder's room. This is the biggest room in the house. Snyder's a Colts fan and a Danny DeVito fan. So we got Danny DeVito up here.
Well, who's not a Danny DeVito fan?
That's a good point. But Snyder, you want to talk him through your room and your setup?
I have a chair donated by Kai Wilmot, big supporter of the Intellectuals Club.
Yeah, founding member. I asked a question for you. So the guitar here, how are you going with your songs and?
You know, I'm still pretty mediocre.
Yeah.
As Ben can hear through the floor, he's right.
I don't know. I think he's pretty good.
Can you play us something?
Almost home, West Virginia, which mountains cherries. I don't know the life is older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country road. Jeez, that got me feels. I gotta get out of here before I start tearing up.
Gotta go have a good cry.
This is where we keep all our pet bats. Morgan got rabies last year, so we've had to get rid of some of them, but yeah, they're still up there.
So we spent most of a night one time with fishing nets and blankets over us. We had about 2 or 3 bats in the house and we're trying to get them out. It was fun. It's kind of scary. Morgan thought he got scratched or bitten, so he had to go through a rabies cycle, which is pretty funny, honestly. This was Morgan's room. It's now mine. So I have a pretty nice setup, personally, I think. Got my little trees and stuff here, memorabilia from home, photos of loved ones here. But the biggest thing, I mean, that's the Joe Hardy classic there, the Crustaceans. So Joe lent that to me. But yeah, I got my record player. Yeah, and then the best thing, obviously, in this room is my closet. It's huge. So my closet's pretty massive. Now, as you probably know, Morgan and I used to share a coffee machine. It doesn't happen anymore because he's obviously moved out, but I got my own baby right here. It's pretty special to me. That's why it's up here. So every morning I come in here and make a barista coffee. Yeah, no, this is my setup. It's pretty chill. My passport's out because I usually lose it, which is pretty funny.
When's the last time you lost it?
Oh, I lost it one time in the airport. I couldn't find it anywhere and I was freaking out. And then all of a sudden I realized it was under my bag when I rolled off. It was just on the floor. So it took me about 15 minutes to realize and walk back and grab it. So yeah, but this is where academia happens. Big stuff here. So much studying happens at this desk.
What are your favorite records?
Oh, that's a good question. There's a boy, he's a man from Cronulla, where I actually grew up. Matt Corby. Can you not do that? That's terrifying. I'm trying to be all serious here because this is important, and then you do that. Boys are pretty, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I got my, I'm a pretty big Pooh Bear fan. I grew up loving Winnie the Pooh and Toy Story. So I got that, and I also got Jack, I think. Where's Jack? Here he is. There's Jack. So I mean, obviously spooky season's coming up, so Jack will be hanging around that corner over there. And then when it comes to like different times of moods, I usually put different guys up there. I mean, probably kind of weird, but I don't really care. What else have I got? Well, I mean, lovely windows. My mum made this weird calendar that has all my family stuff on it. So that's good personal information. I got my plants. I water my plant with a special water gun. So,
Can you demonstrate?
Okay, well this is actually George's plant. This one's mine. It's not very so you just gotta make sure you shoot in the inner sides. I'm trying to water her plants too. At the moment, not doing a great job because 2 of them already died. But yeah, it's and then I just shoot it like that. Makes watering fun, you know? Just go like that. If I'm bored of it and I'm studying or something, I just shoot it. Oh, we also have another big thing at the house that we forgot to mention. So Stranger Things, a lot of the guys here watch it. We're pretty big on that. We got Walkie Talkies. So there's a Walkie Talkie time between 9:30 to about 10:30. So Morgan has one and Tyson Meehee has one. They live half a mile down. And so we have our walkies, and we kind of, anyone come in over? So my walkie name is Velvet Thunder. Ben Idenshinks is like Wet Blanket. Owen Hacker is Asian Invasion. We have all these different walkies because we don't want people to know like we're conversing. Usually.
Anybody copy? Over.
Hello, is that you, Snyder? Over.
After me. Just making sure. Hey, you're still doing that FloTrack thing? Over.
I am. Velvet Thunder is still doing FloTrack. Over.
Pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. Over.
So like that's the kind of stuff we'll do. It's pretty funny. Morgan will sometimes be calling from down the street, asking what we're doing. So keeps us in touch, and it's kind of got a Stranger Things vibe. So I think the only thing that you guys probably didn't get to check out much was the porch, which is a big aspect of this house. We do a lot of porch sitting here in Madison. Obviously with the weather getting to minus 29 degrees Celsius, so what, like, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but that's like negative Fahrenheit, ridiculously cold. We still do a lot of porch sitting, and I'll show you guys the porch. Oh, somehow Morgan's got into the house, so just. What's up, Morgan? How you doing, bro?
Good.
Are you just eating my carrots, bro?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, so we kind of have a communal sharing food thing. Well, communal, I mean, is I usually buy the food and he eats it. So, I mean, there's a lot of, we're very plant-like people. We love plants. They don't always survive, but we love them. Somehow we found this. I don't know what this does. Oh, it might be like to call people in when it's dinner time. So we'll probably do that tonight. But yeah, a lot of chill out area. So Morgan obviously won all these awards. But Morgan wins a lot of awards, so we just use them to catch water. Yeah, so like we had a pretty good history here, and Owen's foot's just hanging out. Just watch behind you. So we can get on the roof sometimes. We do sometimes do naughty stuff off the roof, as in light fireworks. Sit up there sometimes, watch the stars. We're thinking of having an intellectual debate up there, but I'm pretty scared of heights.
What was the last topic of your last intellectual debate?
Oh, we talked about we talked about different grains of rice, and we're wondering if companies actually count rice. Like, do you think companies could count rice? Because I don't think they could. Also, does glue get stuck in the actual container? So we had those discussions too, because you know how sticky glue can be, super glue especially, but somehow it doesn't get stuck in the container. And we worry about that sometimes. I mean, they're questions to ponder. My girlfriend brought up, do penguins have knees? That's a big question. We'll obviously talk about that when she gets back from Canada, but a lot of these questions will come through, Snyder will write them down, and we'll have an intellectuals agreement. Scented candles are a big part of that. It depends on the type of mood that we're trying to set. But yeah, so this is our humble abode. I think we've had a few, after NCAAs, we've had everyone here visit this place, and they said it was a pretty funny house, so especially with how much history and interesting aspects come out of it with the people and the area, so yeah. All right, well, that was the porch. I hear that they're destroying my Wii Pro score, which is a big deal. I just got that up, and I don't want to lose it to Colin Hacker, so we're probably gonna have to get back to Wii Bowling, but thank you guys for coming and checking out our house, and we appreciate it. So don't ruin my account, guys. What are you doing?
All right, see ya.